When it comes to portability, the best 13-inch laptops are the king of the hill. But, did you know that they're just as capable as many of their bigger counterparts? These laptops have mastered the craft of squeezing a lot of power in their svelte bodies, and they're ideal for those who want a thin and light machine. So little has noticeably changed as far as the design. That is, short of a major new color option. Yes, the Surface Laptop 2 has an all-black color variant now that looks absolutely beautiful, and feels fantastic to boot. Beyond the new color option, however, the Surface Laptop 2 is essentially the same as its predecessor, only much more powerful. It's just as thin and light as before, at 0.57 inches and 2.76 pounds. This means that the Surface Laptop 2 is just as portable as before, which is excellent news for mobile professionals and students alike. The display hasn't changed since the original model, either. Not that we're not complaining, since the original Surface Laptop did have an incredible screen. The Surface Laptop 2 has blacks that are just as deep and reds that are just as sharp. The swift touch response is also an advantage. If you have a lot of work to do, you'll fall in love with a tall 3:2 aspect ratio, but you'll have to deal with some black bars while watching traditional 16:9 video content. Of course, the Google Pixelbook Go is designed to be thin and light, measuring just 0.5 inches thick and weighing 2.3 pounds. The Pixelbook Go not only sports a keyboard with comfortably spaced keys, but also top-firing speakers. Sure, they're a bit small and, as a result, somewhat tinny in the high end, but these speakers beat the vast majority of laptops of this size, normally found with bottom-firing speakers. Being a Chromebook, you shouldn't expect groundbreaking performance from the Pixelbook Go, particularly with fanless Intel CPUs inside. While we can't speak for the entry-level model's Intel Core M3 performance, we can say that the Core i5Y series is more than enough for basic tasks and even some light photo editing. The laptop is certainly capable of running Android games and playing back 1080p video just fine, but anything beyond that will likely make the system chug. This works out well for Google, as its OS doesn't really support many truly demanding applications. But, back to positives, the Google Pixelbook Go keyboard is, without a doubt, one of the best we've ever used on a laptop. This is an improvement of Google's Hush design, which brings the company's original, silent Pixelbook keys to this more reasonable price point. The Intel Core i7-10510U processor makes an appearance, capable of clocking at 4.9 GHz. The single-core processing performance is top-notch and allows you to seamlessly handle the likes of Clio, QuickBooks, and other business and legal accounting tools. When it comes to graphics, the standard UHD support is available, capable of managing casual online games. Assisting the quad-core CPU is the 16 GB RAM unit. In terms of storage memory allocation, the ZenBook comes equipped with a 512 GB solid-state drive. The NFC compatibility ensures blazing speeds, thereby ensuring that the Windows 10 Pro OS, demanding apps, and files load faster than usual. The 13.3-inch display is enthralling, to say the least. Asus offers a wide-angle viewing experience, an attribute that comes in handy for avid media consumers. Besides, the Nano Edge bezels amplify the screen real estate to up to 95%. In terms of resolution, the Asus flaunts 1920 by 1080 pixels, to be exact. The 13.3-inch display bears a 1920 by 1080 pixel resolution, with a matte finish. It's not shiny or glossy as a result, cutting down on glare. The screen quality is strong, with good brightness and bold colors. Razer claims 100% sRGB color space coverage, as well. The touchpad remains one of the best among Windows laptops, while the keyboard is solid. The keys don't have a lot of travel, so they give off somewhat of a flat or hard feeling when pressed, but the keyboard is made well. The keys also offer customizable backlighting, though, like on the last model, Razer switched to unified key lighting rather than per key LEDs to help improve battery life. You can customize this single zone of lighting through the Synapse software, choosing between 16.8 million colors and a wide array of visual effects. The port selection isn't especially wide. The left flank holds one USB-C port and one USB 3.1 port, as well as an audio combo jack. This USB-C port supports video out with a compatible dongle, and can charge the system as well. The right side almost exactly mirrors the left, as it holds one USB-C port and one USB 3.1 port. However, this USB-C connection offers Thunderbolt 3 support. The ports aren't numerous, but they are useful. I'll never complain about a system including both USB-C and USB-A. This latest iteration of the XPS 13 is part of the Intel Evo program, featuring an 11th Gen Intel Tiger Lake processor and co-designed with Intel to improve speed, efficiency, and visual performance. It definitely delivers on this with a nearly bezel-less 1610 Full HD display, upgradable to 4K, and up to 16GB RAM and up to a 2TB SSD. Still, to get those upgraded features, you're going to have to spend more money, which is where the XPS 13 starts to really take a bite out of your wallet. This is not the most affordable system out there, to say the least, if you are looking for a fully maxed out configuration. This is where the Dell XPS 13 absolutely shines. With a chassis and lid cut from two separate blocks of aluminum, the XPS 13 is incredibly light. It only weighs about 2.8 pounds, give or take a couple of ounces depending on your configuration. That said, it's also very sturdy. Nothing feels cheap about this build. The keyboard is your standard laptop chiclet key design, but the XPS makes full use of the available space, running the keyboard nearly edge to edge, which gives it a good sense of key spacing. The keys are backlit with a soft white light and are both responsive and have enough travel to feel your way through as you type.